Now, Good Morning Northwest, a Minneapolis family reunites after a week-long separation that divided the nation. 5-year-old Liam returns home, but his future remains uncertain.
And I'm tracking another round of rain and some spring-like temperatures to help you plan out your week.
And it's a milestone moment for America's most famous groundhog early this morning. Phil makes his 140th weather prediction, but how accurate is he really? You're watching Good Morning Northwest on 4 News Now. Thanks for starting your day with us. I'm Natalie Gray.
And I'm Robin Nance. Welcome to your Monday, February 2nd. Meteorologist Matt Gray kicking off our week with your first alert forecast.
Yes, it is Groundhog Day. How fitting it is on a Monday this go around. 33 degrees. Moon coming from behind the clouds here. So we had a little bit of clearing and that dropped us close to freezing. We're starting to cloud up again though, and that's because we do have more wet weather on the way to the inland northwest. So sitting at 33 in Spokane and Coeur d'Alene, a little bit warmer in the Palouse at 35, 36 in St. Mary's. Bonners Ferry and Sandpoint also been staying a little cloudier at 37. Same goes for Omak here this morning. So everybody kind of in the same neighborhood as temperatures go. We will see a little bit of patchy fog out there as we go through the morning hours. We'll stay pretty cloudy through the late morning and midday, and then a chance for some rain coming across the mountains here for this afternoon. It'll be fairly light, so just a good outer layer will keep you mostly dry with that light rain for the second half of the day. We are, as I mentioned before, seeing a little bit of that patchy fog. Visibility's down to Wenatchee and Winthrop this morning. Seeing some patchy fog as well as you head south of the Lewiston area to this morning. So the big deal here is going to be coming after the rain has passed us, which is that it's going to be warmer. Warm enough that many places will have a chance for 50 degrees here in this first week of February. We'll take a look at who's got the best odds coming up.
We are following breaking news this morning. 5-year-old Liam Ramos and his dad are finally back home. ICE detained Liam in Minnesota last month, and the case set off protests nationwide. In court documents, the judge didn't hold back, accusing the Trump administration of pushing what he called daily deportation quotas, even if that means traumatizing children. However, the administration tells a very different story. Officials say Liam's dad, an undocumented immigrant from Ecuador, tried to abandon his son.
Are they supposed to let a 5-year-old child freeze to death?
Liam's dad claims he would never abandon his son and only moved away to get help. Advocates for the family say they followed the legal steps to get asylum. The U.S. Deputy Attorney General says the administration plans to appeal the release, and if that happens, Liam and his dad could end up at the same detention center they just left. A court hearing is set for later this month. Reporting.
Demonstrators once again marched through downtown Spokane over the weekend to protest ICE. Similar protests have been popping up all over the country.
4 News Now, Angela Hara went into downtown Spokane to speak with these protesters who share their frustrations and what they want to see changed.
Dozens of protesters lined the streets of downtown today with a message to spread.
If you're brown, you get tackled, you could disappear, and it's dangerous out there.
Shows solidarity with the people in Minnesota and Minneapolis suffering under the brutal tactics of ICE.
The demonstration started at Riverfront Park, and they made multiple stops, including City Hall and the federal courthouse. As protesters marched, several pedestrians cheered them on. Now you can see that the protest is happening behind me. Event organizers provided face coverings and goggles for safety reasons to their participants, and they also urged them to stay along the sidewalks to avoid any confrontation with law enforcement. There was also a street medic among the group, ensuring everyone was safe. For some demonstrators, today's protest was about speaking out on a national issue. For others, it was deeply personal.
I have 2 adopted children, both from Korea, and my daughter got a hold of me last week and said, I need a copy of my citizenship papers so I can prove I'm American. And that's just wrong.
Today marked the final event in a week-long series of anti-ICE protests. There's no word yet on whether another demonstration is planned. In Spokane, Angela Hara, 4 News Now.
Well, this morning, the U.S. government is still in a partial shutdown. Hours before Friday's deadline arrived, the Senate reached an agreement on a funding bill. However, that deal isn't official until the House votes on tomorrow, and it appears that there are still some things that need to be worked out. Now, tomorrow, the House is expected to vote on that funding package that passed through the Senate last week. The legislation backs most government agencies through much of the year, except the Department of Homeland Security, which will only get funded for 2 weeks while lawmakers work to reform DHS immigration operations. This partial shutdown will not result in tens of millions of Americans losing their food assistance benefits like we saw last time, but other travel could be hindered, and some people may not be able to get certain loans to buy homes or operate small businesses.
A popular nightclub in Coeur d'Alene is closing its doors after nearly 30 years in business. Mike's on North 4th Street says it will permanently close February 14th. On Facebook, the business said the closure is coming due to changes in Idaho liquor laws. Mike says bars are no longer allowed to lease liquor licenses, but must be owner-operated. The club says it will host a Mardi Gras themed bash on Valentine's Day for its final day.
Maybe a bar or club isn't your scene, but the Skate Ribbon is running a special on Valentine's Day if you're looking for something to do still. From 11 a.m. to 9 p.m., the Ribbon will offer admission and skate rentals for two for just $14. And we may be looking ahead to Valentine's Day, but there's another important tradition that's already here.
Yep, today is Groundhog Day, and with millions around the country stuck in a deep freeze, did Punxsutawney Phil have good news?
It is my job this February 2 to look to the skies and report back to you that there is a shadow here on my ground. 6 more weeks of winter abound.
Yeah, so Phil is predicting 6 more weeks of winter, but of course he's actually wrong more than he is right. Has anyone asked him about Super Bowl?
Maybe we shouldn't.
Maybe we shouldn't. Leading up to this morning's big moment, a flurry of activity in Punxsutawney's downtown. Faithful Phil fans have been celebrating for days at nearby Gobbler's Knob site, home of the Groundhog Day ceremony since it all began. Visitors scooping up merchandise, Phil-themed snacks and drinks, and ringing up a midwinter's boost during some very cold days.
Yeah, they don't joke around about Phil out there at all. But
Is that a Phil-themed beer I saw on there?
I'm surprised. Thank God.
Well, you got me interested. All right, here's the thing, Phil. You're all the way over here, and we're all the way up here, so I don't know. Just saying.
He's only right like 40% of the time.
Just saying.
So there. It's a big job.
We'll talk more about Phil's accuracy or lack thereof coming up. Some mist coming off of the falls and off of the river this morning in downtown Spokane. Got some rain in your forecast for your Monday. Take a look at that coming up.
And it should be the snowiest time of year for our ski resorts, but they're having a tough time with warm temperatures. Just ahead, why it's not all bad news, especially for beginners.
And the U.S. brokered ceasefire plan moves forward. Up next, the lifeline reopening for Palestinians in Gaza.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Hey, good morning, America. Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Fairway Floor Abbey Carpet in Post Falls has been North Idaho's premier flooring shop for over 30 years. From remodels to new construction, they've got your home or business covered from wall to wall. Their expert design team will work with you to find the perfect floor for your lifestyle and budget. They've got the lowest prices. From carpet and area rugs to hardwood, LVP and laminate, if you can dream it, they can floor it. Dream it, design it, live it at Fairway Floor Abbey Carpet in Post Falls.
It's 2026, and Bill's Heating is celebrating the new year with an incredible offer. $26 tune-ups for a limited time. That's a full professional heating system check to keep your furnace running safely, efficiently, and reliably through the heart of winter. Our service trucks are already on the road, and when a Bill's Heating technician pulls into your driveway, you know your comfort is in good hands. So call 208-777-5528 now to schedule your $26 tune-up. Bill's Heating, comfort you can count on.
Join the Circle of Life at the Lion King. Experience the world's #1 musical, Don't miss your chance to see The Lion King, one of the most awe-inspiring productions ever brought to life on stage.
Now on stage at Spokane's First Interstate Center through February 15th. Get your tickets today at BroadwaySpokane.com.
At Parker Toyota, we've got an SUV for every lifestyle, from the legendary Land Cruiser to the spacious Highlander and the ever-versatile RAV4. Your next adventure starts here.
And with the largest SUV selection in the Northwest, Parker Toyota has what you're looking for on the lot today. With Toyota's world-class reliability and top-tier value, your SUV isn't just ready for the road, it's ready for the long haul.
See our great selection of SUVs at Parker Toyota in beautiful Coeur d'Alene.
Match to win and save with Lucky Number Tuesday at Buy Mart. Just by matching your ending number, you can win Azure Markets organic vinegar. Plus, save with Tuesday-only pricing and buy it for just $3.99. Win and save with Lucky Number Tuesday at Buy Mart.
Lather, rinse, repeat. It never feels like enough. It's not your products, it's your water. Culligan water softeners prevent damaging hard water buildup, revitalizing your hair and skin. Upgrade your routine with Culligan.
It is 6:11. Here's a look at what's new on Good Morning Northwest. After almost 2 years, Israel is partially reopening Gaza's gateway to the world.
Officials are carrying out preliminary work at the Rafah border crossing with Egypt before they allow people to cross. Once those preparations are complete, only pedestrians vetted by Israel will pass. An Israeli official said they plan to allow 150 Palestinians to exit Gaza daily and just about 50 to enter. The reopening was stipulated in the U.S.-brokered ceasefire plan to stop the war in Gaza.
Newly unsealed documents shed light on the case of a Chicago surgeon accused of murdering his ex-wife and her husband in Ohio. 39-year-old Michael McKee is charged with multiple counts of aggravated murder and 1 count of aggravated burglary. Spencer and Monique Tepe were found shot to death inside their Columbus home in late December. An affidavit reports that Tepe told her friends and family that her ex-husband was abusive and threatened to kill her during and after their marriage of less than 2 years. According to another witness, McKee said he could kill Tepe at any time and would find her and buy the house right next to her, and that she will always be his wife. If convicted, he faces life in prison with the possibility of parole. NASA is getting ready to launch the Artemis II rocket into space with 4 astronauts on board. The agency is preparing for a dress rehearsal today at the Kennedy Space Center in Florida, but cold weather and strong winds could alter those plans. The initial plan was to launch the Artemis rocket later this week, but that will now be pushed back until engineers can review the results of the dress rehearsal. Once the mission gets underway, the astronauts will orbit the moon in the Orion spacecraft. This will be the first manned mission to the moon in more than 50 years.
Pretty exciting to see how that plays out in the coming days. For this morning, clouds and patchy fog around the inland Northwest. It is still quite mild for this time of the year, and that continues this afternoon. A little bit of light rain, but there will be some light snow in the mountains. Not enough, though, to disrupt travel, and not enough to create big mounds of snow for ski areas either. Just a little dusting. Then for tonight, fog redeveloping in the wake of that wet weather, and that will be a big factor towards how warm you may get in the week ahead. Take a look coming up.
Our unseasonably warm winters taking a toll on our local ski resorts. People planning to hit the slopes hope that those temps don't get too high on the mountains. Mount Spokane only has about half of its runs open right now during what should be the snowiest time of year. But managers say the low snow isn't bad for any first-time skiers.
This is a really great time for beginners because you don't need the whole mountain open to be able to learn how to ski. You just need kind of that beginner area and a little bit of snow.
Mount Spokane says it's recorded 28 inches of snow on the highest point of the mountain, but at the bottom, only 13 inches remain. Resort staff also mentioned that a rough winter typically is expected every 10 years, and this just happens to be the year to have some bad luck. I guess that's the risk you run when you operate those.
For sure. I like that they trying to put that positive spin on there.
This might be your year if you want to learn.
Maybe so.
Good morning, Northwest time right now is 6:14.
A double threat hits the southeast. Cleanup from historic snow continues while dangerous cold moves in. We'll dive into it right after the break, including why the Orlando airport evacuated its control tower.
First, we got a commercial break and a live look this morning. Spokane's clock tower all lit up in Seahawks blue and green this morning, of course, with a big 12 on the side. You're gearing up for Super Bowl Sunday. Go Hawks. And happy Monday. We'll be back with more Good Morning Northwest coming up after this.
KXLY Plus is now streaming free over the air on KXLY 4.5. The latest headlines, breaking news, and new original local programs you won't find anywhere else. KXLY Plus, powered by 4 News Now and free over the air. All day, every day on KXLY 4.5.
At Precision Garage Door, there's nothing we can't fix. Broken spring, door stuck, no job too big or too small. Don't overpay for your garage door. Get a quote at no cost with Precision's $0 service fee. Call Precision Garage Door today for real people and same-day solutions.
Welcome to Mistaqua Casino Hotel. Discover endless possibilities with our exclusive partnership with 49 Degrees North. Cozy fireplaces, state-of-the-art ski lockers, and views that take your breath away. Book your hotel stay with us and enjoy a delicious dinner, drinks by the fire, and the soothing warmth of the hot tub.
Ski, stay, and play at Mistaqua Casino Hotel. Located north of Spokane on Highway 395 near Chewelah.
Did you know that Spokane Hyperbaric Center uses oxygen to reduce pain, inflammation, and swelling?
I didn't know that.
Did you know that hyperbaric oxygen therapy promotes new blood vessel growth, fights infection, and releases more stem cells from your bone marrow?
I didn't know that.
Would you like to know if Spokane Hyperbaric Center is the right choice for you? Go to hyperbarichope.com to find out.
Spokane Hyperbaric Center gave us hope. And now you know.
This year, commit to fit and don't wish for it, work for it at Move Fitness.
Whether you're starting from the beginning or just wanting better results, Move Fitness has what you need to get the job done.
If anyone's got false teeth, you better take them out.
At Rebel, we never know what's coming up next. You wonder, should I sign up for that? And the answer is, why not?
There's so many things you can do here. If it's something you like, you join it.
My husband used to say, don't act old. Out there, they took my license away. In here, they can't touch me.
We're not getting any younger, and it's time to start acting like it.
I like to see customers just really be wowed with their furniture when they come pick it up.
I think that trust is very important. It's the trust that creates quality customers and the longevity of those kinds of special relationships we have.
At Precision Garage Door, there's nothing we can't fix. Broken spring, door stuck, no job too big or too small. Don't overpay for your garage door. Get a quote at no cost with Precision's $0 service fee. Call Precision Garage Door today for real people and same-day solutions.
4 News Now is brought to you by the Spokane Ag Show, February 3rd through the 5th.
Sign up for the 4 News Now Daily Local at KXLY.com.
Welcome back. It's 6:18. People are being asked to conserve electricity this morning because of the extreme cold spreading as far south as Florida.
It follows a crippling snowstorm in the Carolinas, but the conditions are causing travel delays and cancellations all across the country. Here's ABC's Hannah Batal.
This morning, the cleanup just beginning after a powerful winter storm wreaking havoc across the southeast. Snow and ice stretching from Florida to Virginia. The storm, one of the biggest in North Carolina's history. Charlotte getting nearly a foot of snow. And on the Outer Banks, this house collapsing into the ocean. In Gastonia, this driver fleeing to safety before a train collides with his tractor trailer that was stuck on the tracks. Driving conditions hazardous. More than 1,000 crashes in North Carolina alone. The big concern now, extreme cold. Temperatures plunging into the 20s as far south as Florida.
Orlando Tower is evacuating all traffic stops.
The cold weather triggering a sprinkler system in the Orlando Airport's control tower, setting off a false fire alarm, temporarily shutting down the airport. Farmers rushing to protect their fruit from the cold. Iguanas now falling from trees. The cold leaving them virtually paralyzed.
They're cold-blooded animals, and they just cannot hold on with the high winds and the cold temperatures.
Once it warms up, they'll safely defrost. Meanwhile, parts of the south are still without power more than 1 week after a separate storm hit the region. More than 30,000 customers in Tennessee are still in the dark.
Thank God for some little propane heaters, been able to keep the house from freezing.
And now Duke Energy is urging customers in the Carolinas and Florida to conserve power to prevent outages. Hannah Battah, ABC News, New York.
All right, our time is now approaching 6:20. We love this site. All of us 12s are loving this site as the Super Bowl is just days away. Big week.
So
Prepping.
exciting. Lots of, this is just like, I feel like there's just buzzing that's happening around with everyone this week.
Great stuff.
It's going to be that anticipation, right? It's building up, and then we get all the player quotes and the weird questions people ask and stuff like that.
Weird.
The media days and things. So it's going to be interesting. Speaking of weird, let's talk about Groundhog Day.
Well done.
All right, Philip, if you're watching, probably not, but if you're watching, here's your accuracy for the Spokane area specifically. When you look at the national accuracy, just saw a post by our friends at the National Weather Service and NOAA. Last 10 years, the accuracy nationwide is only about 30%. So you know what? You're actually doing not that bad with a coin flip for the last 10 years. For the Groundhog Day predictions here, 30-year average, though, was a little bit lower, just a hair, over 46%. So, yeah. I mean, what else are you going to say? So, 6 more weeks of winter, allegedly. Well, up through mid-February, doesn't really look like it. We know it's going to be warm this week. Things are trending warm for next week as well. In fact, we have another storm system coming for the weekend, but it's still going to be rain, not snow. So we are still staying way above our average. Meanwhile, in New England and Pennsylvania, interesting. Still staying colder than average here heading into the middle of February. There is a little bit of mountain snow that we're watching this morning, and so there will be some very light wintry driving conditions around Snoqualmie Pass, for example, this morning and through the beginning of the afternoon. A little bit of snow over Lulu Pass right now as well in Okanogan County. So some very light snow in the high elevations, some very light rain in the low elevations. Gradually, that rain becomes a little bit steadier, more widespread through the afternoon. So you can see around places like Wilbur, Othello, Moses Lake. And then as we get into kind of that 3, 4, 5 o'clock time frame, really anywhere between about 1 and 5. That's when I expect really it to be the rainiest. Once again, pretty light stuff for Spokane, Coeur d'Alene, and the surrounding communities. Then a strong ridge of high pressure builds across the west. Where have I seen that before? Oh, this entire winter has basically been this, is what it's felt like. And whenever we see this pattern, especially when it's really strong like this, it means one thing. Inversions are going back in the forecast. So a lot of us are going to be extremely cloudy all the way through at least Thursday or Friday until that high weakens a little bit. And then we'll have a chance for some wet weather into next weekend as that breaks up. So you can see here are our highs for today, but look at the highs for tomorrow. Cloudy in the north and around Spokane and Coeur d'Alene, but sunny in the south. And when you get into the sunshine, you will get into the 50s. And that will apply for Spokane and Coeur d'Alene later in this week if we break out of the clouds. And this time of year, it is always an if, not necessarily a when with these inversions. So that's your week. But right now, not a groundhog, it's Pet of the Week.
We'd like for you to meet Jinx. He's a 2-year-old shepherd mix who knows his basic commands, especially when treats are involved. Jinx is the kind soul who would love to be your one and only fur baby. If you're looking for a handsome, friendly boy to round out your family, stop by Companions Animal Center and meet him. He'd be happy to go on long walks with you and learn new tricks. But don't forget those treats. Companions is open Tuesday through Sunday. And for more information on hours and location, visit our website at companionsanimalcenter.org.
Look at that tail. And that ear, the one ear down. So cute.
So cute. Good morning, Northwest time right now is 6:23.
We are officially less than a week away from the Seahawks squaring up against the New England Patriots in Super Bowl 60. After the break, hear from Hawks head coach Mike Macdonald on his team's preps ahead of Sunday's big game. That's next in Morning Sports.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
When you get into a car accident, you may be wondering if you need a lawyer.
Well, if you were injured and it wasn't your fault, you should probably talk to an attorney.
Call Russell and Hill. The advice is free.
Call 800-LAW-0842. How do you keep performing at a high level when you're a man over 40? By taking Manpower. Manpower helps your body produce and conserve your own natural testosterone for a healthy sex life and positive mental attitude. Experience a vibrant, active life again with the energy and drive of a younger you. Manpower is available at any Mother's Cupboard location, Lincoln Heights, North Point Plaza, or University Road in the Valley.
Mother's Cupboard, things that make you feel good.
How do you nourish a cat for a lifetime? Purina Cat Chow.
Chow, 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 chow. Purina Cat Chow. Everybody's wow about the chow, chow, chow.
Trusted nutrition for every life stage for over 60 years. Cat Chow.
Chow, chow, chow.
When drains slow down or back up, Gold Seal Plumbing is here to help. And right now, get expert drain clearing for just $89. Plus, a no-charge camera inspection, giving you a clear view of your plumbing before small issues become major repairs. With over 50 years experience, Gold Seal is the most trusted name in Spokane. Our family-owned team delivers honest solutions, transparent pricing, and dependable results every time. Call Gold Seal Plumbing today. We're on our way.
Confident. I'm talking about confident. Baby, I'm confident. When you see me, I'm confident. That's right. You know that I'm confident.
Is it time to update your living spaces? Don't overspend at the big box store. Come see us at Consign Furniture. We have the largest selection of like-new consignment furniture in Liberty Lake. No long wait times on couches to dining sets, rugs, and more. And our team will deliver today. Inventory moves fast. Check us out online or stop by today.
Consign Furniture. It's the easy way to sell, smart way to buy. When you get into a car accident, you may be wondering if you need a lawyer.
Well, if you were injured and it wasn't your fault, you should probably talk to an attorney.
Call Russell and Hill. The advice is free.
Call 800-LAW-0842.
Good morning, I'm Mia Green, and welcome into Morning Sports. We are officially less than a week away from Super Bowl 60, and the work the Seahawks have put in all season all comes down to this special week. For the first time in 11 years, the Hawks are back in the big game, and for Sunday's matchup, a familiar opponent is on the other sideline, a rematch of the last time these two met in the Super Bowl, which was in 2015, and the Patriots won. The Seahawks punched their ticket to this year's Super Bowl after a win over their rival, the Los Angeles Rams. Head coach Mike Macdonald spoke about how the team is preparing for the Super Bowl.
I think you're looking at a big picture, what we're trying to achieve over the next 2 weeks, and then let's drill down day by day of what we're trying to accomplish on a kind of now by now type of basis. I think it is tough to stamp a game plan by the end of the week. Say this is what we're doing. We're not budging. So I think we're taking it's a little more fluid on how we're gonna game plan. But all the areas will be addressed this week, and then we'll go back through it again next week.
The countdown of preparation is on for the Seahawks, just 6 days away from Super Bowl 60, which is set for 3:30 p.m. in Santa Clara, California. And the Hawks have officially touched down in the Bay Area, and they're gearing up for a huge week of events. Tonight is opening night, which is both teams' first public appearances for the Super Bowl week. The final chapter for this season's team will be written on Sunday. That's a wrap on Morning Sports.
And we have coverage of the showdown in Santa Clara coming up this week. Derek Dice and Jack Wallace will have live reports as the Seahawks prepare to take on the Patriots in Sunday's game. Watch for our coverage on KXLY.com, KXLY Plus, and here, of course, on 4 News Now.
So exciting, counting down the days.
It is now 6:28.
Well, tax season. It's also here, and experts say that you should be filing early this year. New deductions could put more money in your pocket. We're breaking down why waiting could cost you in today's Money Saving Monday.
Plus, after 30 years in need, Cattails Wildlife Center is facing a crossroads. The family-founded sanctuary weighs relocating for bigger spaces. We'll show you how you can shape its next chapter just ahead.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
See what we can do for you with a free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
The 2026 Boat Show. 2026 boats in stock. Always the best for less. Like this Tri-Tune 150 horse with trailer. Coeur d'Alene Marine Sports. You owe it to yourself to see us before you buy. Coeur d'Alene Marine Sports, your pontoon superstore.
Our customers love coming to Car Wash Plaza.
I work late shifts.
Car Wash Plaza is open 24/7. That works for me.
I feel safe. It's so well lit, and there's security lights everywhere.
Strong water jets cover everything. The roof, the sides, even the undercarriage.
The Central Dog Wash is so convenient, no hassle, keeps the dog clean, and keeps my house clean too.
It's easy at Car Wash Plaza. It's the best in the Northwest.
This month, it's time to break up with boring and fall in love with winning. It's Northern Quest's $80,000 Heartbreaker giveaway. Use your Camus Rewards card for 1 free entry daily and play for even more. Plus, earn 4 times entries every Tuesday. Then, on February 26th, you could be chosen to break a heart that holds up to $40,000 in cash. So go from Heartbreaker to Moneymaker. The $80,000 Heartbreaker giveaway, only at Northern Quest.
The 2026 Boat Show. 2026 boats in stock. Always the best for less. Like this Tri-Tune 150 horse with trailer. Coeur d'Alene Marine Sports. You owe it to yourself to see us before you buy. Coeur d'Alene Marine Sports, your pontoon superstore.
From 4 News Now, this is Good Morning Northwest.
We are kicking off this half hour with the 4 News Now story tracker and some stories people are reading about online this morning.
The mother of Today's Show anchor Savannah Guthrie is missing. 84-year-old Nancy Guthrie was last seen in the Catalina foothills of Tucson, Arizona Saturday night. At this point, foul play has not been ruled out. Homicide teams and detectives are among the officials seen at Guthrie's home. Search and rescue efforts are continuing this morning.
President Trump announcing that the Kennedy Center for the Performing Arts, recently renamed the Trump Kennedy Center, will be closing for 2 years for renovation. Several performers have canceled following the name change, including composer Philip Glass, soprano Renee Fleming, and the touring group of Hamilton. A Washington National Opera also ended its 50-year affiliation with the venue. Overnight, members of the Kennedy family reacting, with Maria Shriver insinuating that this closure is because nobody wants to perform there. And Kennedy's grandson, Jack Schlossberg, is using the closure as a rallying cry for his congressional campaign.
Good morning, Northwest. Thanks for waking up with us. I'm Robin Nance.
And I'm Natalie Grant. It is Monday, February 2nd. Happy Groundhog Day. We got meteorologist Matt Gray taking a look at our first alert forecast. Your best friend, Puxatawny Phil. As we've learned all morning.
Happy Groundhog Day. Okay, yeah, 6 more weeks of winter. Winter hasn't even started here, the way things have been going lately. 33 degrees currently in Spokane. We saw the moon briefly as clouds kind of came, broke a little bit, but now they're showing back up here this morning, so it will be a mostly cloudy morning, and temperatures are unlikely to move much from where they are now with those clouds really closing back in over the inland Northwest. Middle and upper 30s, some low 30s in the Columbia Basin. Look out for a few areas of patchy fog, particularly right along the foot of the Cascades, Winthrop, Omak, Wenatchee, all seeing a little bit of limited visibility this morning. We've also seen some places around the Camas Prairie and Clearwater River with some fog as well to start off our day. A little bit of snow going on right now in the Cascades as our next storm system is moving in. And this is bringing a lot of rain to the west side. We are going to get a little bit of that moisture once it crosses the mountains later on this morning. So for the afternoon, our rain chances go up by quite a bit. So a nice solid jacket to keep some of the moisture off. Probably a good idea for the second half of the day. Otherwise, we're tracking warm temperatures once that rain is out of our area. We'll show you who has the shot at 50 degrees this week coming up.
All right, Matt, thanks. It is officially tax season, and this year you might want to be first in line.
Financial experts say there are new deductions. That means that you're likely to save some money or get a better refund. Kirsten O'Connor is breaking it all down for us in this Money Saving Monday.
Filing taxes may not be as painful this year. Tax code changes from the Big Beautiful Bill passed last year will likely save you money.
Most people are going to end up paying less in taxes this year if their situation hasn't changed that much.
John Maroney with Numerica Credit Union says most Americans will have the option to file for free because the standard deduction limits went up.
And the nice thing about that is when you don't have to itemize, you often can file your taxes for free because they're simple.
For families, child tax credits have increased. And if you live in Washington, there's a state-specific program for working families. Hourly workers will also benefit from new deductions in overtime and tips.
For a lot of hourly workers, and especially if you get a lot of tips that you're reporting, that actually can be a pretty tremendous benefit.
Maroney recommends filing taxes early if you can.
We do see fraud situations where people try to file tax returns on behalf of others. If you file earlier, you reduce the risk of that happening.
And while it may be a relief to get a refund this year, Maroney says you should adjust your withholdings.
A lot of people like to get refunds, and I totally understand why. In reality, you might be financially better off to owe just about zero or pay a little bit and have that money throughout the course of the year.
With this Money Saving Monday, I'm Kirsten O'Connor.
We are following some breaking news. The U.S. government remains partially shut down. Just hours before Friday's deadline, the Senate hammered out a deal on a funding bill, but that deal won't become official until the House votes on Tuesday. For now, most agencies have funding through the rest of the year, except the Department of Homeland Security. Lawmakers approved funding for 2 more weeks while they work to change how ICE operates.
Body cameras should be mandatory. Masks should come off. Judicial warrants should absolutely be required, consistent with the Constitution in our view, before DHS agents or ICE agents are breaking into the homes of the American people or ripping people out of their cars.
The shutdown will continue until Tuesday.
So I think it's all of our responsibilities to reopen the government.
I'm not just a no, I'm a firm no, and I'm going to advocate with colleagues that they vote no.
This time around, millions of Americans will not lose their SNAP benefits, but travel could be disrupted along with homes or small business loans. Reporting in studio, Hannah Joy, 4 News Now.
Hannah, thanks. Well, if you're flying and don't have a real ID or a passport, the TSA will now charge you to go through security. The new policy went into effect over the weekend. Now, anyone without a valid form of ID will be charged $45. That fee must be paid online before you go through security. The 10 to 15-minute process creates a Confirm ID, which is a 10-day temporary pass. Passengers who arrive without that proper ID lose their place in line and must step out to complete the process.
If somebody gets all the way to the front of the line and they don't have it and they didn't know about it, we'll give them a QR code where they can scan, but you do lose your place in line. You have to step out, take care of it, and then get back in line.
Now, TSA says 90% of travelers are already carrying their real ID or an acceptable form of identification like a passport. The Department of Licensing reports steady demand for enhanced documents. Travelers still needing to get a real ID need to make an appointment and bring proof of U.S. citizenship, identity, and 2 documents showing your name and residence.
After weeks of falling gas prices, we have started to see them creep back up over the past few weeks. In Spokane, gas prices have risen 7.8 cents per gallon in the last week to $3.47 a gallon. That's 9 cents higher than a month ago. Prices in Coeur d'Alene are up 11 cents to $2.58 a gallon. The national average is relatively unchanged, up less than a cent over last week to $2.83. Cattails Wildlife Center has been located in Meade for more than 3 decades.
But it's considering relocating. Lisa's Gray's parents started Cattails in what used to be their home. It wasn't the original plan, but it evolved into this. And for the past few years, she's been weighing whether or not it's time to move.
There's benefits to not having highway and train, and everyone wants bigger space for the animals. Who doesn't? Well, could we do that and still keep this place running in the meantime? Because we can't put this on pause.
So Cattails is turning to the community now, forming a committee to decide whether to relocate or improve what they already have. You can find a link to get involved with the Cattails Relocation Committee. It's up on our website, KXLY.com. Yeah, that would be a big move with all those big cats.
No kidding.
A big U-Haul.
It is now 6:38.
Meteorologist Matt Gray standing by, taking a look outside. Yeah, not a bad morning for travel at all.
That's a pretty easy commute for the last few weeks.
Yeah.
Around the inland Northwest. Yeah, great, smooth looking commute on Sullivan here this morning at the Sullivan exit there. So we have some rain on the way for today, and we've got even warmer temperatures than what we have seen over the last few days. Also on the way as well, at least for some of us. Coming up.
And so to come here on Good Morning Northwest, the Seahawks' secret weapon is heading to the Super Bowl. Tama the Hawk prepares for his 4th championship game flight. We're meeting the Falconers, who say players consider him a good luck charm. It's coming up right after the break.
Plan your day with Matt Gray, only on Good Morning Northwest.
Without my good feet, I would not be able to do this. And remember, I'm in my 60s.
Hi, how can I help you guys?
We're here to win.
Oh my gosh!
Is this on your bucket list? Win big at Coeur d'Alene Casino Resort Hotel, proud sponsor of Gonzaga basketball.
After a car wreck, the longer you wait, the harder it can be to get what you deserve. Don't let big insurance get ahead of you.
Our team acts quickly to handle everything for you.
After my recent accident, I knew I needed help, so I called Craig Swap and Associates. They really fought for me and treated me fairly every step of the way.
Don't wait. Call Craig Swamp and Associates today and let us handle it for you. One call, that's all.
509-999-9999.
Your home deserves the best. At Spokane Painting Pros, we treat your space like our own, bringing expert craftsmanship to every project. From stunning interior transformations to weather-resistant exteriors, our 5-step process ensures perfection. We'll guide you through colors and deliver flawless results. Experience the difference with fast, friendly professionals at SpokanePaintingPros.com.
This year, commit to fit and don't wish for it, work for it at Move Fitness.
Whether you're starting fresh from the beginning or pushing farther for better results, Move Fitness has the equipment, the classes, and the staff to help you reach your fitness goals. It's a journey, but we're here to support you every step of the way.
So make 2026 the year you commit to get fit at Move Fitness.
You expect more from local news. 4 News Now delivers. We're doing the work, listening to you, asking questions, and getting the answers you need to help keep your family safe. It's what we mean when we say, expect more on 4 News Now.
It is now 6:41. The Seahawks live mascot will soar above the field at Levi Stadium in Santa Clara this Sunday for the Super Bowl. Tama has led the Hawks out onto the field at every home game for the past 21 seasons. Tama's handlers, Falconers Dave and Robin Knutson, are behind this tradition.
We make people happy. You know, everybody we meet at the games and all the pictures, there's 1,000 pictures taken of him at the games, and just as many people or more petting him. And it's like walking around with a rock star.
Yeah, it really is. It's something. Well, this will be Tama's 4th trip to a Super Bowl and the 3rd he'll fly in. Knutson says that many of the players over the years believe Tama is a good luck charm.
Bring the luck, Tama.
Yeah, the Cardinals, Falcons, Eagles, they could never. Never. Good luck to them. This morning, clouds, patchy fog here this morning, and for the afternoon, the rain comes rolling in. A little bit of light snow up in the mountains as well, but nothing serious when it comes to travel. Should be pretty light, steady rain for at least a couple of hours here this afternoon. Then for the overnight, with some added moisture, some fog redeveloping, and that fog and low cloud cover could be sticking around for a little while in more than a few of our locations in the inland Northwest. We'll show you where coming up.
Well, February may be a short month, but it can be surprisingly good for any winter bargain shoppers. And if you're looking to stretch your dollars this month has some surprisingly good deals from appliances to electronics.
February doesn't have a ton of sales, but we do have President's Day weekend, which will bring about some sales on bigger ticket items.
Consumer Reports is revealing the smart buys you can score this month, and we're breaking them all down for you tomorrow right here on Good Morning Northwest.
Our time is now 6:43.
We're back with Matt's full forecast coming up right after this commercial break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Fred Meyer always gives you more ways to save, like low prices in every aisle. Plus, you can clip and save more with digital coupons in the app and earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. Discover more ways to save big. Fred Meyer, fresh for everyone.
At Gold Seal Plumbing, we've been family owned and trusted since 1967. And right now, we're offering $500 off trenchless sewer installation, the best way to repair your sewer line. Our experts use light rate technology to restore your system with minimal disruption and lasting results. And with 0% financing for up to 18 months, you can get your sewer line repaired now and pay over time. So call Gold Seal Plumbing today. We're on our way.
We know your time is valuable, and that is why at Colville Toyota, our goal is to get you in and out in an hour or less using our Express Maintenance Center.
With our pit crew approach and Toyota trained techs, your routine service happens fast.
Toyota Express Maintenance includes a safety inspection, oil changes, brake inspection, tire rotation, and much more.
Quality, speed, and confidence is what you can expect from Colville Toyota's Express Maintenance Center. We're your small town dealership with a big heart.
At Shriners Children's, we're home to the world's leading pediatric orthopedic care. Because so many life-changing advancements start here. We provide access to the best doctors and never allow your ability to pay for services to compromise the care your child needs. We're the first place to turn for the most common or complex orthopedic conditions. Home to possibility and empowering kids to achieve the extraordinary. Shriners Children's, the most amazing care anywhere.
Welcome to Mistaqua Casino Hotel. Discover endless possibilities with our exclusive partnership with 49 Degrees North. Cozy fireplaces, state-of-the-art ski lockers, and views that take your breath away. Book your hotel stay with us and enjoy a delicious dinner, drinks by the fire, and the soothing warmth of the hot tub.
Ski, stay, and play at Mistaqua Casino Hotel. Located north of Spokane on Highway 395 near Chewelah.
Fred Meyer always gives you more ways to save, like low prices in every aisle. Plus, you can clip and save more with digital coupons in the app and earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. Discover more ways to save big. Fred Meyer, fresh for everyone.
4 News Now is brought to you by STCU and Volunteers Count.
It is my job this February 2 to look to the skies and report back to you that there is a shadow here on my ground. 6 more weeks of winter abound.
Yeah, you heard it there. Punxsutawney Phil predicting 6 more weeks of winter. But he's, as you know, actually wrong more than he's right. He also seems to have a bias predicting more winter 110 times over the past 140 years.
I don't know. Looked pretty cloudy out there to me.
Yeah, we'll see. And of course, I like we said earlier, curious if you guys have any predictions for the Super Bowl, or I don't know, maybe we don't.
There's
want him to
only
weigh
one
in.
prediction you can make for the Super Bowl around here.
That's right.
Around here.
Around here.
Good.
Well, hopefully,
clarification.
if he had to choose, he would choose the Patriots because he's wrong more than he's right.
That's true.
So.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Got to play the game.
Hey, it's that East Coast bias, you know.
We see it all the time.
See it all the time. Everybody forgets about us up here in the Northwest. Well, we're not forgetting about us, that's for sure. We're all got all we need. And that's certainly going to help with the Seahawks, hopefully, and helps us out here as well. Great sense of community by that. 33 in Spokane, 33 in Coeur d'Alene. A little bit of fog kind of settled right into the bottom of the valley here of the west side of Spokane. The clouds have come back over after I saw a little bit of stars on my morning commute. That was nice to see, but another system's rolling in. We got some snow up in the North Cascades, now moving into the Okanagan Highlands. It's going to be very light snow and very light rain. The amount of rain that does make it across the mountains here later on today. So let's show you your rain chances as we approach 1 p.m. We've got light showers or sprinkles across the central part of Washington State and starting to get things going around Spokane and Coeur d'Alene. Your best chance of wet weather is going to be right around that kind of 2 to 5 p.m. time frame for Spokane. For Coeur d'Alene, we'll continue through about 6 or 7 to see a decent shot of light showers continuing from Sandpoint down through the central Idaho Panhandle. By 10 p.m., the rain has largely wrapped up, with the exception of the far southern part of our central Panhandle folks at the edge of our signal here from the Spokane area. Our highs for today will be pretty uniform thus across the board, just getting into the 50s barely for Lewiston and the Tri-Cities as we see these cloudy conditions. That kind of evens everybody's temperatures out for the second half of the day. However, going into tomorrow, it is going to be a totally different story because the rest of the week is all about Another ridge of high pressure set up across the western United States, which means more warm weather. And here, it also means more inversions likely taking shape. And so some of us are going to be stuck in the clouds for pretty much the entirety of the week. This will weaken by the time we get to the weekend, and that's when we put a little bit of rain back in the forecast. Because even if you're under the clouds, under an inversion like I expect us to be for Spokane, Coeur d'Alene, and kind of everywhere north to the U.S.-Canada border, you are still going to be much warmer than average. I do think that warmth may help us out here, plus a higher sun angle this time of year compared to, say, January or December, that we may see some breaks in the clouds for the second half of the day. Probably not tomorrow, but I'll maintain some optimism for Wednesday and Thursday. Notice where it will be sunny, though, for tomorrow, where we'll be in the mid-50s for Pullman, upper 50s in the LC Valley. Moses Lake and Rentsville also getting into the 50s. So if you're south of I-90, you got a good chance to see some sunny, spring-like weather the next few days. Spokane, Coeur d'Alene, it's a little TBD. We'll take it day by day, and our northern valleys will be stuck in the clouds, but still feeling a little spring-like. We'll be right back with your headlines you need to know in the Morning Sprint.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Revel Spokane Senior Living with new discounted pricing.
Okay, I brought you guys all here today because I want the Easy Home Buyer to buy more homes than ever this year, and I need new ideas.
We could blow up a house. That'd be cool.
Or we could just keep reminding people that we pay a high value for their home and we can close quickly in 14 days. And there are no closing costs.
I like it.
Pick up the phone to inquire. Call the Easy Home Buyer.
Andy's Heating Cooling guarantees to keep your home safe and warm. Your home and office comfort is Andy's priority. Stay warm this winter with a new heat pump system from Carrier.
So the heating company I called said I needed a new heat pump that would cost over $12,000. A friend said I should call Andy's for a second opinion, and I'm so glad I did. They were honest. All I needed was a reversing valve.
Turn to the experts at Andy's Heating Cooling. Since 1972, thanks to you.
If you're not regularly treating your septic tank, you're risking a backup and significant repairs. Use Rid-X once a month. Simply add and flush to reduce monthly waste buildup by up to 20% and help prevent backups. Try Rid-X.
If you're concerned about how you want to direct how your property will go at the time of your death, then you should consider a will or a trust. It's laid back. They just sit down and meet with me, and I ask them what they own and just give me a general idea of what they own, and then we discuss whether or not a will or a trust is the best. After we're done, they're just relieved. They're relieved that it's over, and they just say, oh, I have peace of mind now. And I love giving somebody peace of mind.
Match to win and save with Lucky Number Tuesday at Buy Mart. Just by matching your ending number, you can win Azure Markets organic vinegar. Plus, save with Tuesday-only pricing and buy it for just $3.99. Win and save with Lucky Number Tuesday at Buy Mart.
At 4 News Now, we're part of this community, sharing your stories, listening to your voice, and delivering the news that matters most to you. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
A penny saved is a lifetime earned. Numerica Credit Union. Money where it matters.
See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now.
It is 6:53, time to get you ready to take on your Monday in the Morning Sprint.
Expect some patchy fog and light rain today. Meteorologist Matt Gray is a look at your first alert forecast.
But first, Hannah Joy in studio following some breaking news.
5-year-old Liam Ramos and his dad are finally waking up at home this morning after being detained by ICE last month in Minnesota. That case has set off protests nationwide. In court documents, a judge didn't hold back, accusing the Trump administration of pushing what he called daily deportation quotas, even if that means traumatizing children. But the administration tells a different story, claiming Liam's dad, an undocumented immigrant from Ecuador, tried to abandon his son. His dad says that's not true. He would never leave Liam and only moved away to get help. The U.S. Deputy Attorney General says the administration plans to appeal the release, and if that happens, Liam and his dad could end up at the same detention center they just left. A court hearing is set for later this month.
Well, this morning, the U.S. government is still in a partial shutdown. Hours before Friday's deadline arrived, the Senate reached an agreement on a funding bill. However, that deal isn't official until the House votes on the matter, and it appears there are still some things that need to be worked out. Now, tomorrow, the House is expected to vote on the funding package that passed through the Senate last week. For updates on the vote, you can tune in to Good Morning America.
In your forecast, it is going to be another warm day across the inland Northwest. Temperatures will end up in the low 40s for the afternoon, and this afternoon we'll also see some light rain that'll move through over the course of a couple of hours across our region. You know, the groundhog says there's going to be 6 more weeks of winter, but I tell you what, it's not going to be feeling like it this week with temperatures well above our average, which is the white line. It's not going to feel like it next week either here and across the western United States.
Our unseasonably warm winter is taking its toll on local ski resorts. People planning to hit the slopes hope those temps don't get too high on the mountains. Mount Spokane only has about half of its runs open during what should be the snowiest time of year. But managers say the low snow isn't bad for first-time skiers. Resort staff also mentioned that a rough winter is typically expected every 10 years, and this just happens to be the year for that bad luck.
Well, if you're flying and don't have your real ID or your passport, the TSA will now charge you to go through security. The new policy went into effect over the weekend. Now anyone without a valid form of ID will be charged $45. The fee must be paid online before going through security, and the 10 to 15-minute process creates a Confirm ID, which is a 10-day temporary pass. Passengers who arrive without their proper ID lose their place in line and must step out to complete the process.
After weeks of falling gas prices, we have started to see them creep back up over the past few weeks. In Spokane, gas prices have risen 7.8 cents per gallon in the last week to $3.47 a gallon. That's 9 cents higher than a month ago. Prices in Coeur d'Alene are up 11 cents to $2.58 a gallon. The national average is relatively unchanged, up less than a cent over the last week to $2.83.
Cattails Wildlife Center has been located in Meade now for more than 3 decades, but it's considering relocating. Lisa Gray's parents started Cattails in what used to be their home, and for the past few years, she's been weighing the option of whether it's time to move. So Cattails is now turning to the community, forming a committee to decide whether or not to relocate or improve what they have. You can find a link to get involved with Cattails Relocation Committee. It's up on KXLY.com.
A popular nightclub in Coeur d'Alene is closing its doors after nearly 30 years in business. Mike's on North 4th Street says it'll permanently close February 14th. On Facebook, the business said the closure is coming due to changes in Idaho liquor laws. Mike's says bars are no longer allowed to lease liquor licenses, but must be owner-operated. The club says it'll host a Mardi Gras themed bash on Valentine's Day for its final day.
And if a nightclub maybe isn't your scene, the Skate Ribbon is running a special on Valentine's Day. From 11 a.m. to 9 p.m., the Ribbon will offer admission and skate rentals for 2 people for just $14. The Seahawks live mascot will soar above the field at Levi Stadium in Santa Clara this Sunday for the Super Bowl. Tama has led the Hawks out onto the field at every home game for the past 21 seasons. Tama's handlers, Falconers Dave and Robin Knutson, have been behind this tradition. This will be Tama's 4th trip to a Super Bowl and the 3rd he'll fly in. Knutson says many of the players over the years believe he is a good luck charm. And we've got coverage of the showdown in Santa Clara coming up this week. Derek Dice and Jack Wallace will have live reports as the Seahawks prepare to take on the Patriots in Sunday's big game. Watch our coverage on KXLY.com, KXLY Plus, and of course, 4 News Now.
This year, commit to fit and don't wish for it, work for it at Move Fitness.
Whether you're starting fresh from the beginning or pushing farther for better results, Move Fitness has the equipment, the classes, and the staff to help you reach your fitness goals. It's a journey, but we're here to support you every step of the way.
So make 2026 the year you commit to get fit at Move Fitness.
After a car wreck, Big Insurance moves fast to protect themselves, not you.
I called Craigsoft and Associates. They not only fought for me, but treated me fairly every step of the way.
One call, that's all.
509-999-9999. I'm a very active person that likes to move around and go. The pain I was in was really excruciating. I was basically heading towards a sedentary lifestyle. I had really tried everything, but I quickly lost hope with all of the things that we had tried, and that's what led me to the Good Feet store. And when I found the Good Feet system, it really just changed everything. It brought me back to life. I have my active lifestyle back.
You too can get back out there with arch supports from the Good Feet store.
Well, happy Groundhog Day, everybody. We are looking at some rain later on today and some very non-winter-like temperatures this week across the inland Northwest. And remember, we've all had fun here today. Don't harm your local rodents. We're just making some jokes this morning.
6 more weeks. Hey, if it's been this kind of winter for 6 more weeks, I guess it's not that bad for us.
It's not even really a winter, is it? It's so strange.
I know.
Hey, we thank you so much for watching Good Morning Northwest.
Thanks so much. And we'll see you throughout the day on Good Morning America with live local updates. It starts right now.